everyone! We're going to start our bonfire dress today, so I figured we'd start out with making a fire. So this is some old man's beard. When I was younger I didn't know what it was called, so I called it fire starter, so we're going to collect some to start our fire with. So we'll just grab it off the tree and break off some of the branches too. So that's all good for starting fires. Get some light green stuff, mix up the colors a bit. And there we go. A nice little ball of fire starter, or old man's beard, whatever you want to call it. So then we'll head over to the fire pit and we'll make a little fire. This is our firewood pile, so I'm just going to get some birch bark off of these trees here. Then we can have a little bit more for fire starter. Just grab a couple little sticks. There we go, we should have enough to start it off with. Then we'll grab some of this dry wood and we will build our fire. There we go. There we go. So now we've got all our materials to build our fire, so we're going to lay our fire starter down on the bottom in the middle. We're going to lay all of our birch bark and little pieces of wood on top of that. And then we're going to go put some nice big logs on top of this. Leave some air flowing underneath so that it can light. Start off with 2 for now. And then just take our match and we'll light the fire starter. There we go. We're starting it up. Put one more nice log on right here. There we go. See how that goes. Hello everyone. Welcome to the first video of the bonfire dress. So I've got my bonfire going. We're just going to let it cook down and then we can cook some stuff on it, but for now we're going to work on the dress. So I've started a little bit since I finished the rose dress last week, so this is about a week in of me crocheting it so far. It's looking pretty good so far. It's just a nice tube, so this will be the body. Don't worry, I've tested it, it does fit. It's all perfect Socknado yarn, so it's a little bit stretchy. So I'm just going to continue on with this, and yeah. Then I can do sleeves after I'm done with the body. It's looking good so far. So all I'm doing right here is doing the fire stitch. So it's a 2-row repeat, and I did it slightly differently than it is online, just because in the online version they have these spikes in between each of these shell-ish shaped flame pieces, and I didn't like the treble crochets in between, so I just omitted those. But the rest of it's all the same, and I will just continue on with this. So I hope everybody's been having a great time. I got to watch the Stampede online, and I'm glad everybody had a good time there. I'm going to be coming on August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th to Calgary to see everybody at Ancient Arts on Saturday. So that's going to be very exciting. But yeah, good little trip for me. And it's just going to be a wonderful weekend next weekend. This weekend I'm going to be going fishing, and I've been berry picking lots. I've got lots of Saskatoons, lots of raspberries. I found some Oregon grapes, so we can make grape jam too. Add to our list of different things we can do. And the thimbleberries are not ready yet, but they're coming and they look great, and I'm very excited for the thimbleberries. Sorry for the smoke, it will go in all the directions. You always try to pick the best spot for your seat, but you never know where the best spot is. Sometimes you have to rotate along the fire. So yeah, today is just going to be a nice crochet video, and then I was hoping we could make some s'mores when the fire cooks down. So that'll be fun. Nice little one match fire. There's no movie magic there. I always do it in one match. So as not to waste matches. I use the long ones though, because otherwise I burn my fingers, and that sucks. But it's looking good so far. Have a nice little fire going. I always like watching it while I crochet. And yes, this dress is definitely going to be smoky, but that's why it's the Bonfire dress. It's supposed to be smoky. And this is Bonfire Ancient Arts yarn that I'm using. So it's really quite reminiscent of the fires that I've had when I was younger, and the fires I will continue having from now on until we're not allowed to anymore. But it's such a great thing to do, to learn how to make a fire. Very relaxing, especially when it's all of natural materials and you don't have to have any newspaper. You can find the old man's beard or the fire starter, as I call it, and build your own fires. Usually when we're camping and fishing, we'll just use sticks that have fallen off the ground. We don't bring any axes or anything. We just use the sticks around us to keep the fire going. We'll just go and clean up our little fire area from all the sticks. But yeah, all my life I've been camping and having fires, and we'd cook fish on them. I hope I can get a fish this year and we can cook it on the fire together. And so you can see my recipe for fish cooking. Not 30 seconds aside, I'll tell you that. You cook it for, I guess I like it overcooked, but I am not a 30 seconds aside campfire cooker, that's for sure. So yeah, usually we'd cut some sticks and then we'd make hot dogs and then s'mores. So those are good memories from growing up. Or we use those like huge jumbo marshmallows, like not large marshmallows, like the jumbo campfire marshmallows. Those are always fun too. Yeah, it's been such beautiful weather lately, so I've been lucky enough to get a whole bunch of Saskatoons. 24 cups of Saskatoons and 8 cups of raspberries so far, and I've only been picking sort of 6 hours. My mom helped with the Saskatoons and the raspberries, so I appreciated that a lot. We went out together, we got a bunch of berries, and then I made some Saskatoon berry jam, so you'll see how I make that on Wednesday. Hopefully I can make some spicier stuff, and then I'll make some raspberry jam too. I'm thinking about doing some ice cream this year, but I'm definitely doing rolls, like cinnamon buns, but without cinnamon, and I guess they're not buns, they're rolls. So I guess I'll have to come up with a different name for them, like Saskatoon rolls, something basic like that. So yeah, just let this cook down, and then it'll be marshmallow time. Very excited about that. So on the flame stitch, since I didn't add the treble crochets, I just slip stitch back about 3 into the middle of the chain 5, and then it ends up right in the middle where I want it to start off with. So that's good. I'm thinking about going deep into the bushes and trying to find some blueberries. I know where they are, but they're hard to get to. So hopefully I can find some of those this year. Every once in a while I can get blueberries. Not every year though, because they're hard to find, but I can get them every once in a while. It's blowing away the smoke. Wind's changing directions a lot today, but I still think I'm in the best spot for the fire. So yeah, beautiful fire, beautiful day out for it, so I'm very excited about that. It was raining this morning, but it got cleared up, and now I can have fun with you guys having this nice fire tonight. So I might cook some hot dogs first, and then do some s'mores. We'll see what I want to end up eating today. We've got our roasting sticks all ready, so that's lovely. And we got all our s'more supplies, always fun. So we can have like a Wednesday video on a Sunday, little joint video, so that's very exciting. Yeah, 2-row repeat though, so second row you do 2 double crochet together. Excuse me, smoke's getting to me. 2 double crochets together with 3 chains, and then 2 double crochets together, and then you go until you have 5 double crochet together stitches, and then you are done a little flame stitch. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for this dress, and decided the flame stitch was pretty cool, but they kind of looked like shells. But I guess if you like squint and look a little bit sideways, they kind of look like little campfires, like little round campfires. So I do like that. Wasn't sure about it when I was on the first row, but I'm glad I kept on it because I think it looks quite nice. So now we've got 5 little double crochet togethers with chain 3s in between. And so when you get to your last one, you chain 1, you single crochet into your chain 5 from the last row, single crochet again, and then you do another flame stitch into your chain 3. Super simple, super easy to do. Just a nice, really quick dress for me to do after I did the rose dress with all the motifs. So that's lovely. Yeah, definitely going to be a smoke-filled dress because it's the bonfire dress. That's the point. You know I love the theme. So that's always good. But I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I'm excited for Ice Cream Fest in Calgary. I'm going to go see what I can find for ice creams, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, and here I'm just trying to berry pick as much as physically possible because they're ready right now. So you got to get them before they start falling off the tree. This year is so laden with berries. And the raspberries, they are the biggest wild raspberries I have ever seen in my life. It is crazy. And they are as big as farmed ones, I swear. They are so large this year. And the Saskatoons, they look fake that they're so big. It's just crazy. And the bushes are heavy, like the tree branches are way down because they've got so many heavy berries on them. Just an amazing year this year. Very excited about that. Just a lovely day for sure. Hope everybody else is working on some fun projects. I saw that Ancient Arts is doing the Summer Sock Club, which is lovely. And I love the rose shawl. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't knit as much as I crochet just because crocheting I find more portable. So when I'm on transit or in the truck or wandering around or traveling, I find like if you lose your crochet hook in your project, that's fine, but if you lose your knitting needles in your project, that sucks. So when I get a little bit more stability, I might do a little bit more knitting. But for now, just doing some nice crochet. I like the way it looks, and I like the different stitches I can do. So yeah, I'm going to continue on this for a while for sure. I love the pancake breakfast yarn, and I might need some to do a waffle stitch dress in, which is wrong, but I still think it's fun and somewhat on theme. But I think I'm going to do that dress in the winter because there's so many dresses I want to make that are more summer worthy, like the bonfire dress, that I just want to get these done before I do the pancake breakfast one. And I might need pancake breakfast yarn in my stash. Don't need, it's a want. Want, need, you know, same. Yeah. Just a lovely day out today. So when I was younger, my family and I would go and we'd go fishing, and we'd catch fish, and then we'd cook them right on the riverbank. It was quite exciting. And the last couple of years, they've had such strict fire bans. It's just been like from the start of summer to October, so we couldn't do that for the last couple of years. So I'm thankful that this year in this region, we're allowed to still have fires right now, at least. I guess it's more of a wet year than before. But even if it was a wet year, they'd say no fires allowed all summer. So that was quite sad. And I'm glad that's changed this year, and so I can have a fire. So hopefully I can catch some fish and have it on a fire like I did when I was little. All we do is bring tinfoil and some lemons and some onions and some steak spice, and then we have lovely shore-side fish with all of our nice fixings. Sometimes we'd bring potatoes and onions and peppers in a little tinfoil bag and throw those on the fire too, roast them around, poke them with a stick. So that's always fun. We never bring any pots or pans because we go too deep. It's too hard to carry those in. So I'm thinking about doing some more adventures now that I'm getting more settled in from my move. Then we can have a little adventure series. And so I'm thinking about posting those on Fridays, but they'll just be occasionally, because it'll take more effort and more planning for me to figure out where I want to go and what I want to do. Make sure I'm not going to die on the way, make sure everybody knows where I'm going to be, you know, have all the contacts, where to pick up the body. If I'm not back by Sunday, come get me please, I'm lost. Yeah, we'll start off with a couple different easy adventures. We'll go a bit harder. I want to go to these waterfalls because I know there's some blueberries there. Oh, quitting time! 5 o'clock. That means time to quit. That's the horn. Very nice. So I'm glad you guys heard that. So it's pretty unique to hear. It's not us that does that. The wind is just perfect today for this fire. It's just making it go perfectly. Keeping it all nice. It's going to be a great cooking fire. I'm not going to kill too many logs on this one because I'm just going to make hot dogs and s'mores. So I don't need too many today. It's very nice and warm though on the bonfire dress. On my legs, sitting near it. Different trees do different things, so this one's less sparky, which is nice. There's less things flying out and burning you, so I don't have to worry about my bonfire dress catching fire right off the bat. Lovely. So that's going to be good. It's getting pretty long now, so I'll probably switch to the sleeves soon. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a two-parter. Keep it nice and simple. And hopefully next week I'll be able to, not next week will be the second part, but the week after I'll be able to have a new dress on the go. I'm going to go to Ancient Arts in person, see what kind of yarns they have. Thinking gold mine's pretty cool for this summer. Old Man's Beard's great too, but since I already did this bonfire dress and I did the mossy bank, I'm thinking about doing maybe gold mine for the next one. If anybody else has got some ideas that are nature themed that I have around here, I'd love it. I always take suggestions. We'd have so many fun fires. I'm going to have to teach you all the recipes that I cook on the fire. We'd go for 2 months of summer, so in elementary, middle, and high school you get 2 months off, 60 days, and we'd just go walk into the bush and then fish the rivers and not come back out for 60 days sometimes. We kept a couple days at the end because we'd be bitten up with mosquito bites, and my mom didn't want to send us to school looking like we were diseased with all our mosquito bites back in town. So we'd leave a couple days on the end to try to make the bug bites go away. Yeah. Lovely day out. I always try to have reasonable fires. People get them all crazy, but I never like crazy fires. I just like having reasonable fires, just for cooking on. Lots of different recipes though. I have to show you how to make Grandpa specials. My grandpa had this lovely recipe that he'd always make. So I'll have to end up doing that one day, on a Wednesday at some point. That'll be quite nice. Very excited about this dress though. It's going to come out great. Nice and smoky. Don't worry though, I can always wash it. I'll wash the smoke out. Gotta do it while I'm sitting by the fire though. That's the whole fun part. There's always one pyro that tends to the fires, loves to see things burn, so I'm definitely one of them. I'm always gathering more sticks for the fire and throwing them on. Always keep it going. One match fire. No wasting matches around here. Because when we're out camping and stuff, we've got limited matches. We bring lots, but still a finite amount. So I was always proud to do one match fires. Sometimes it's just wet though. Fire starter's wet, the wood was wet, it's just wet. So those took a couple more. And I got better at them though. It's been dry, so that's nice. So it was easy to start this time. Just lovely. I'm well trained in that though. It's getting close to dinner time, so I'll pause this for a minute, have some hot dogs, and I'll bring you back in for the s'mores. So see you in a couple minutes. Now we're back. I had some hot dogs, and so I just roasted the hot dogs on the stick too, which is lovely, and they're just delicious. Can't eat those on camera yet though, not that kind of YouTube channel. But I've got my store s'more station lined up, so we're just going to spear our marshmallows and roast them up for our s'mores. So I'm just doing the classic s'more. Well, it's not quite classic, I got dark chocolate. So I've got dark chocolate bar, like not one of those like 80% dark chocolate, just like the fake dark chocolates. And then I've got some nice graham crackers and some large marshmallows. So we're just going to give it a roast. My brother, we've done this for many, many years, so he's so impatient, he'd go right into the ashes every time. Every time we'd give him a marshmallow, right into the ashes. It'd be burnt black to a crisp. I don't know if he'd be any more patient now, but he was not patient when he was younger. Yeah. Best way to cook marshmallow is just let the flame lick it. Just let it lick it slightly. Keep it nice and far away, because if you roast it too fast, then the inside's not gooey. So you've got to make sure the inside's all nice and gooey too. So just let the flame lick it. Keep it nice and high. Just keep spinning it until it's nice golden brown all around. Or you can be my brother. Right into the red ashy coal, making his marshmallow black instantly. Up to you. He said he liked them that way, so to each their own. All good. Everybody can roast their own marshmallow their own way. That's why we give each other our own sticks, cut our own sticks. Have marshmallows our own way. So yeah, if you just go and look for some kind of green stick, that's the best idea. Let's give this a nice little roast. Green stick, and then you carve the top off with a side knife, make it all nice and sharp, and then you've got yourself a nice roasting stick. It's got to be a green stick though, because if it's a brown stick, then it's going to burn. That was sad. Oh, marshmallow's going down. Alright, excellent. Done. I'm glad I caught that one. That one sucked. And there we go. I'll give it a nice squish into the chocolate. Lovely, nice marshmallow. And a s'more. Very nice, very nice. We'll do one more and I'll show you the marshmallow. Make sure it doesn't fall off. But nice and gooey on the inside and the outside, and melt the chocolate all good. Yeah, next marshmallow, make it less soft on the inside so then I can show you. Number 2. Definitely one of my favorite parts growing up, roasting marshmallows on the fire. I've had a lot of good times in my life, but this is definitely one of those memories that I'll always cherish. Being able to make s'mores, and just marshmallows in general, roasting them with my family on the shore side after fishing. It's always lovely. And number 3. The second one got too soft too, so I had to eat that one real quick as well. One more chance to get it all perfect and golden brownie to show you, all nice and cooked on camera. This is the perfect cooking fire. It's just so nice, and it's got red ashes underneath the logs. And the flames are low. It's lots of heat in there. So this would definitely be the time to go and cook your steaks or your pork chops or your fish, whatever you've got. Sometimes we do it right on tin foil or the rock, or sometimes we'd use a grate. Depends on where we're going, because grates are heavy, so it all depends on what we're up to. And I've got some great campfire food videos. No, I've got some great campfire food recipes that I've collected over the years, and I'll share some of them with you, because I always find them hard to find because they involve too many ingredients and too much stuff and frying pans and different things. Like, you can cook the Pillsbury dough on a stick, but it's not, it's like, just seems tougher to do. So I've got some nice recipes that you can take on a fly-in or on a boat trip, and so I'll show you those in one of the more adventure videos. Different kind of crochet video this week, but I thought it'd be fun to try something different, make some s'mores, and just have a nice chat about what's to come. Very exciting. Yeah, lots of heat down there. Looking pretty nice. Gotta make sure it stays on the stick so I can show you guys. Lots of good heat though. Hopefully I'll be able to catch a fish and we'll be able to put it on the campfire. That'll be quite fun. Show you how to cook that. I'll show you how to make grandpa specials and what they are and why they're called that. It'll be exciting. What is that? A bird. Good. Poor guy. That's too bad. Always on the lookout for bears. Never know. We've seen lots around, so don't want any crashing through. It sounded too small, but you never know. Very nice. Ooh, it's getting pretty soft. My problem. It's so soft in the middle. Hard to show. Gotta get a little bit more brown. That's better. Alright, I'm gonna get too greedy. Otherwise, we'll call it quits while we're ahead. Here we go. Nice marshmallow on a stick. Super delicious just to eat off the sticks too. And check out the nice color on it. There we go. Lovely little marshmallow. Nice golden brownie. Always soft in the middle. So here, let me see what I can do with this. Go like this. And like that. There we go. And that's how you make a s'more. Easy peasy. And then you squish it so that the chocolate melts from the inside goo of the marshmallow. Very nice. Lovely little s'more. Very good. No clean way to eat a s'more. That's why you do it out over the grass. And you don't have to worry about it. Graham crumbs go back in nature where they belong. Yeah, very fun. Hopefully you enjoyed this odd crochet video this week, and next week I think will be the reveal because I'm getting pretty close to done. I'm going to make some nice long sleeves for it, but the body is getting pretty close to done, so I don't think it'll take me much more than a week. But yeah, hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for joining me. And oh, I will put out the fire on camera because I will always do that as kind of like a PSA, I guess. When we're out in the bush, we have to use buckets. This is much more fun using the hose. Underneath. much better than carrying buckets from the river. That's looking a bit better. How you doing? Very nice. No fire starting in that. All wet and soaked. And that's how you have to leave them, otherwise Jasper happens, where I don't get to cook fish by the fire anymore in the summers. This is fire ban all year. Very nice. Don't worry, I'm going to watch it for the next 20 minutes or so anyway, so all good. Very nice. That should be good and out now. But I hope everybody has a lovely day. Thank you for coming to my oddly done crochet video this week, and I will see you in the final dress reveal with Bonfire dress next week. Have a good day. Bye!